Hey, Dominic Zaccagnini here from the Zac and Jack Show, Fox Sports Radio, heard weekday morning, 6 till 9 Eastern Time. Also, check us out on the XM 169. Tuesday, May 17th, 2011, the poll question we had on the show for the Tuesday is, what is the worst of these three choices, and they're all bad, to be labeled as an athlete? Would it be worse to be labeled as a choker? Is it worse to be labeled as a quitter? Or to have people call you soft? And we've seen examples of this all the time, but especially recently with Jorge Posada. Saturday night of May the 14th. Did he quit on his Yankees team when he has to be pulled out of the lineup because he was batting ninth? Did David Toms choke, missing a 3.5-foot putt in the sudden death hole at the Players' Championship on Sunday? It is Chris Bosh soft. Okay, athletes called soft, like Jim Everett's been called soft, and Chris Bosh is a fake tough guy. Kevin Durant nicknamed him that. Those are people that are considered soft, or at least have been called it before. But a quitter, Jorge Posada, was he a quitter? Was Scottie Pippen a quitter back in the day for the Chicago Bulls? And a choker, David Toms we mentioned. What about LeBron James? Hasn't he been called that before? Heck, he's actually been called a quitter before too. All three are awful to be called as an athlete. They really are. Or as a person, to be called any of those things. You know, there's other things that are bad to be called as an athlete, like, it's not politically correct, but to be called a cancer is bad. To be called a selfish guy is bad. But soft, quitter, choker, those are three of the worst. You know, I think soft is one that you could be labeled because of your style of play, if you're a finesse player. But if you do enough, you kick enough ass, you're going to get rid of that reputation. A choker. You know, maybe you haven't won the big one yet. Maybe you haven't performed all that well in pressure situations yet. But it's one of those labels you can get rid of on your own by performing in those situations. So I don't think that's that bad because you can fix it. A quitter is something that you did something along the way to earn, that people think you deserve that title. And hitting big shots, being a tough guy, becoming a champion, doesn't necessarily take away that title. And so to me, that's the worst, because it's the hardest one to overcome if you're considered a quitter. Once you do something to earn that label, you're pretty much stuck with it. Soft, choker, we can do something about those. But once you're called a quitter, yeah, it's a tough one. To me, that's the worst. The Zac and Jack Show, check it out weekday morning, 6 to 9 Eastern Time. FoxSportsRadio.com for more in XM 169. I'm Dominic Zaccagnini from the Zac and Jack Show.